The summer sun hung low in the sky, casting a warm, golden hue over the sprawling fields of my childhood home. I remember it vividly. The air was thick with the sweet scent of honeysuckle, and the gentle hum of bees filled the air, harmonizing with the distant laughter of children playing. It was one of those perfect days when time seemed to stretch and the world felt like a boundless playground. I was 9 years old, a small figure with tangled hair and dirt-streaked knees, lost in the wonder of a summer adventure. That day, my cousins and I had decided to explore the woods behind my grandmother's house. The forest was a realm of mystery to us, filled with towering trees that whispered secrets in the wind and underbrush that concealed treasures waiting to be discovered. We set off with makeshift walking sticks, our imaginations igniting with every step. The crunch of twigs underfoot and the rustle of leaves overhead created a symphony of sounds that echoed our excitement. As we ventured deeper into the woods, the sunlight filtered through the leaves, creating a dappled pattern on the forest floor. I can still feel the coolness of the shaded areas, a welcome relief from the heat of the day. The laughter of my cousins rang out, a joyful melody that mingled with the chirping of birds and the occasional rustle of a squirrel darting up a tree. We were explorers, adventurers, on a quest for hidden treasures, and the world was ours to conquer. It was in a small clearing surrounded by ancient oaks that we stumbled upon our greatest discovery, a fallen tree that lay like a bridge across a small, trickling stream. The water sparkled in the sunlight, and the sight of it sent ripples of excitement through us. We approached cautiously, our hearts racing at the thought of crossing it. The tree was wide enough to walk on, but the thought of slipping and falling into the cool water below sent a thrill of fear through me. "Let's cross it!" my oldest cousin shouted, his eyes gleaming with mischief. The others cheered in agreement, and I felt a rush of adrenaline. I was hesitant, my heart pounding in my chest, but the desire to join them overcame my fear. One by one, we stepped onto the tree, our laughter echoing in the stillness of the woods. I can still hear the sound of our feet shuffling against the rough bark, the way we held our breath as we balanced on the precarious path. When it was my turn to cross, I felt a mix of excitement and dread. I took a deep breath, focused on the other side, and began to walk. The tree swayed slightly beneath my weight, and for a moment, I felt as if I were flying, suspended between the earth and the water. My heart raced, and I could hear the rush of the stream below, a reminder of the consequence of misstep. But then, as I reached the halfway point, I glanced down and lost my balance. I stumbled, arms flailing, and before I knew it, I was tumbling into the stream, the cold water enveloping me like a shockwave. The laughter of my cousins turned to gasps, and for a split second, I was submerged in the cool clarity of the water, the world above me fading into a blur. When I surfaced, spluttering and gasping for breath, I was met with a chorus of laughter. They hadn't meant to laugh at me, it was the sheer joy of the moment, the spontaneity of childhood that had taken over. I couldn't help but join in, my embarrassment washed away by the refreshing water and the warmth of their camaraderie. As I climbed out of the stream, soaked to the bone, I felt a sense of liberation. The water dripped from my clothes, but I was alive with laughter and joy. My cousins helped me up, their faces glowing with delight. We spent the rest of the afternoon splashing in the stream, the water a balm for the heat of the day. The sun dipped lower in the sky, painting the horizon with hues of orange and pink, and the air was filled with the sounds of our joy. That day in the woods taught me more than just the thrill of adventure. It instilled in me a sense of courage and the importance of embracing the unexpected. I learned that falling was a part of life, but it was how we responded to those falls that truly mattered. I remember the feeling of the water, cool and invigorating, a reminder that sometimes letting go and embracing the moment could lead to unexpected joy. As the years passed, that memory lingered in my mind like a cherished photograph, a snapshot of innocence and freedom. It became a touchstone for me, a reminder of the child I once was, and the lessons I learned in that sun-drenched clearing. Life has a way of weaving itself into a tapestry of experiences, and those summer adventures shaped my identity in ways I couldn't fully understand until much later. Now, as I sit in my garden, the sun casting its warm glow once again, I reflect on that day. I've grown older, my body has changed, and the world has shifted around me. But the essence of that moment remains. The laughter of my cousins still echoes in my heart, a reminder of the bonds we forged in those carefree days. I often wonder if they remember that summer adventure as vividly as I do, if they carry the same lessons in their hearts. The garden is a sanctuary of sorts, filled with the vibrant colors of blooming flowers and the sweet scent of freshly cut grass. Birds chirp in the trees, and the gentle rustle of leaves brings me back to that childhood memory. I find myself smiling, recalling the feeling of water splashing against my skin, the warmth of the sun on my face, and the joy of being surrounded by family. Those moments of connection, of laughter, shared and adventures embarked upon, have shaped my understanding of love and belonging. As I grow older, I realize that the lessons learned in that clearing have influenced my approach to life. I've faced challenges, experienced losses, and encountered moments of uncertainty. But the courage to embrace the unexpected has guided me. I've learned to find joy in the small things, to celebrate the moments that make life beautiful, just as I did that summer day. The world may be unpredictable, but like that fallen tree, it offers opportunities to cross into new territories, to explore the unknown. The sound of children's laughter drifts through the air, pulling me from my reverie. I glance up to see my grandchildren playing in the garden, their imaginations as wild and free as ours once were. They chase each other, their laughter ringing out like music, and I feel a swell of joy in my heart. I watch as they create their own adventures, their own memories, and I hope they carry the same spirit of exploration that we once had. I gather them around me, eager to share the story of that summer day in the woods. As I recount the tale, their eyes widen with wonder, and I see the spark of adventure ignite within them. I want them to know that life is full of surprises, that it's okay to stumble and fall as long as they rise again with laughter in their hearts. I want them to embrace the world with open arms, to seek out the beauty in every moment, just as I did so many years ago. The sun begins to set, casting a warm glow over the garden, and I feel a deep sense of gratitude for the memories that have shaped me. That day in the woods was not just a fleeting moment, it was a lesson in courage, joy, and the importance of family. As I look at my grandchildren, I see the continuation of that legacy, the thread of our shared experiences weaving through generations. In the quiet moments of reflection, I understand that those childhood memories will forever be a part of me, guiding my heart and shaping my identity. The laughter, the lessons, and the joy of that summer adventure have lingered into old age, reminding me to embrace life with the same enthusiasm that once filled my young heart. And as I watch my grandchildren play, I know that the spirit of that day will continue to live on, a testament to the beauty of childhood and the bonds of family that withstand the test of time.